I'm back with another triggering topic, and disclaimer, these are my thoughts and my thoughts alone. I'm just using this video to spread awareness. Now, with that being said, I want to talk about the obsession that men have with humbling women. Let me show y'all this clip and I'll be right back.
You guys rate yourselves tonight.
Like on an AC one?
On a scale of 1 to 10. Let's get a 1 to 10.
Like in Arizona 1 to 10.
Okay, in Arizona 10 is different than we're from KC. A KC 10 is different than
Kansas City?
in Arizona 10, absolutely.
I like where this is going.
Let's say on the Arizona scale. What would you say?
I'm giving myself an 8.
I'm a 6.
Say 6. Okay.
I can respect that.
I'm giving myself an 8, a solid
Give
8.
yourself an 8.
Yeah.
What would you say?
I was gonna give myself a 5 on the Arizona scale.
Yes.
On the Arizona scale? I lowered mine.
9. She's a 9 on the AZ scale.
Okay.
Interesting. Wow. Wait, yeah. Go 3. Say, I'm confused here.
This is a 9. This is
She's cute.
Nah, I wouldn't say 5. I wouldn't say 5. I would say at least 7.
What was my score?
I would say at least 7.
that's
You're gonna
fine.
say at least
You're
7?
just giving
I would say at least 7 on the Arizona scale for her. Yes. Yeah. I'll say for you. I give her a 7.5. I give her a 7.5. Yeah, I give her a 7.5. And I agree with your estimate.
The interview's over.
I'm just being honest.
You know what? I'm mad that in 2024, women are still allowing men to rate them. And also they're rating themselves. It's actually ridiculous because looks are not everything. Someone can look good and have a trash personality, and then at that point, you don't even find them attractive anymore. And then not to mention that beauty is subjective. You could be gorgeous to someone, and then to another person, you could just be okay. And then to allow a man that is truly forgettable and isn't even remotely attractive to give y'all his thoughts on your beauty is wild to me. And honestly, the girl that had the gray on, she's pretty much what I would say is like, most people would say that she's very attractive. Now, he rated her a 7.5, and you can tell in his face that he wanted to try to humble her. Like, and you notice what she said, she is humbled. And I really, really want to know, what is the fascination with below average men wanting to so-called humble average to above average women? Because baby, the fine men, I never see them in these comments doing this. But maybe it's because these men are mad that they can't get the women they want. So the only thing they can try to do is tell the women that they do want that they are less attractive or they are unattractive, in hopes that it will lower those women's self-esteems so much so that they can finally possibly get a shot, which is never going to happen, but maybe that's what they think. And you know, I was going to do something that I normally don't do in an attempt to let you guys see the insanity that's going on with these men, the pure delusion. I was going to read you their comments and then show you their faces, because I really don't think you guys understand really what's going on with these men. Like, they look absolutely horrendous, and they have so much judgment for the looks of these women. Like, it's wild, but I don't know if I would get in trouble with YouTube for that. I don't know if I'll get a strike or a ban or whatever. I tried to look up the terms of service, but it seemed to be very much in a gray area on what I could do and what I couldn't do. So I'd rather not take the chance. Maybe I'll start doing this on like Patreon or another way where y'all can actually see, because I don't feel like I don't think that I can put you in the right frame if you don't see what these men look like. These men and the things that they say and how judgmental they are, when I went to their pages, like literally, they are men that women would not give an ounce of time to. Not even a drippity drip drop. Women would look at them and say, ew, get away from me. No. Can I buy you a drink? No. Can I pay your bills? No. Can I get away from me? Like, I would never let you touch me. I wouldn't let you touch me with somebody else's hands. Like, that's what these men look like. And I really, you know, I grew up roasting, and so I know that it's probably not good for me to put these pictures up because I would do that, and That's probably considered bullying in 2024. So, I just gotta just suck it up and realize that I can't show y'all the pictures. But just let me just say this. There were all races of men, all races, white tea, Hispanic, Asian, black, and whatever you think that these men look like, or when you picture in your mind an unattractive man or a man that you would be like, no, sir, I would never in my life let you touch me. That's exactly what they look like, okay? That's exactly what they look like. And probably whatever you are envisioning in your mind's eye is probably not even as bad as what it is. So with that being said, let me just go to the comments, all right? So I see this comment right here. Blue dress 7, black dress 7, other girl 6. And I'm telling you, bro, this man, okay, let me just keep it pushing. And you notice that the girl who rated herself an 8, this particular comment, he gave her the lowest rating. And I think it is because the turnoff for him was the self-esteem that she had in herself. You know what I'm saying? Then I see this comment. The cutest one is a solid 7. Really a 6.5 because she tried to put the others higher and trying to make them think too highly. So you're mad because this girl tried to uplift her friends and that's why you rated her lower? And this particular man had an avatar and a private page. And you already know what that means. You already know what that means, what he looks like. Make that make sense. Then I see another one. No yams. I go to this man's page. I cannot show y'all, and I'm so sorry. I go to his page and see the pookiest of the pookie. Of the pookies time. My mind is drawing a blank because I just really want to show y'all. Then I see another comment, right? All right. I appreciate the humbleness of these women. LOL. Girl gave herself a 6. And let me tell y'all something. Don't be fooled. They don't appreciate the humbleness of these women. All they think is that if you think that you're ugly and they know that you're not, that it's going to give them a better shot at sleeping with you with no effort. Gross. Then I see this comment. They're 2s and 3s. Can't compare them to Scottsdale girls. LMAO. Now, let me tell y'all something. For real. I go to this man's page. Highly unattractive. I wish that I could say more. Oh, I wish I could say more, but I cannot. So I just got to keep going. So I see this comment. The only one that's truth looks-wise, nothing else, is the 8, and she is barely because she lied about her friend. And it really was hitting me like, y'all really don't want women to uplift their friends. It's insane. Then I see this comment. She's humbled. Women base their rating on face card alone. You are built like a 12-year-old boy who hasn't hit puberty yet. Don't be humbled. Be honest with yourself. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what in the world is triggering for you, for this woman to have some self-esteem about herself? You over here attacking her looks, attacking her body, saying all of these things. And then I go and look at this man's profile pic. And, the fact that this man would ever in his life really attempt to critique anybody. Like, I can't believe that he's not somewhere in a doggone castle locked away from society with the iron mask on. I swear, the work that I do in trying to expose the craziness and the things that women have to go through, honestly, it really leads you in a position of being jaded because you see how many truly disturbed men are out there. Honestly, and I think that's the reason why people think, oh, you hate men. No, it's not that I hate men. It's just that I'm aware of the majority of men's nature. And it's actually terrifying, truthfully. And it's also terrifying that they don't live in reality. They live in delusion, truthfully. And they tell women all the time, we tell women that women are emotional, they're illogical, they're unreasonable, they don't live in reality, they just put this fantasy world up around themselves, and it's really not true. It's actually nothing but, and as I've gotten older, I realized that it is projection. The majority of the things that are said about women that are negative, or said about women's perception, it's actually men that do these things and think this way. And they put it on women as just like a, as a trick bag. I don't even know what to say, man. But anyway, y'all just don't understand. Like, I don't even know if I'm gonna post this video, y'all, because I can't say what I want to say. And I can't show y'all what I want to show y'all, because if y'all saw what I saw, y'all, you know what? Y'all flabbers would be gasted. Y'all flabbers would be gasted. And then I saw this comment. The fact that none of them called themselves or each other tens is what I'm proud of. And y'all already know, I went to this man's page and, it was very disappointing what I saw. It was very disappointing. And, I was just thinking to myself, like, what is going on? So these men look like, cartoon characters of stereotypical cartoon characters, or stereotypical caricatures of what unattractive men look like. You would think like, those aren't real. Those images that they say men are unattractive, those men don't really exist and walk around in this world, but they do. And I just want to know, like, y'all look like that, and y'all want some self-esteem about yourselves, right? Y'all want to be uplifted. Y'all don't want to look in the mirror and say, wow, you know what? Nobody wants me. Nobody likes me. I have to use a sock to pleasure myself every day because women don't want me to touch them. They don't think about it like that, but they want actual attractive women to walk around in this world thinking they're ugly, just so that they can feel better about approaching them, even though they're still going to get rejected. And I really think that this is a perfect example of what's wrong with men today, because instead of doing whatever improvements that they need to do as men to get the girl of their dreams, they would rather try to forcefully lower these women's self-esteem to try to get them without doing any of the work that they need to do internally with themselves. And my thing is this, is that y'all constantly say that the only thing that women have to offer is looks. Looks. That's the only thing that women have of value. And why would you then want women to not maximize or downplay their looks in order to get with men that look like the ones that I've talked about today? Like, it doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? Like, men talk about, I have options, so I'm going to choose the best option. When I get rich, I'm going to choose all of these baddies because that's when I'm at my peak. But then when women are supposedly at their peak, y'all still want them to accept busters. Yeah, I said busters. I'm trying to bring that word back. Sorry. Really, this video is probably all over the place today, y'all, because I feel restricted. I feel silenced. I feel censored, because I know y'all probably think I'm tripping, but I saw so many negative comments of men, downgrading the women earlier looks that I'm talking about. And I promise y'all, like, if y'all saw what I saw, y'all would feel how I feel right now. Truthfully, y'all would really understand. But let me just say this. Out of all the negative comments that I saw from men about these women, and I specifically took my time to siphon through hundreds of comments. And let me just say this, not one objectively handsome man among them. And when I mean objectively handsome, I mean a man that most women would probably view as handsome, regardless of the fact that beauty is subjective. Because, a lot of times when it comes to beauty or looks, even though, beauty is an eye of the beholder, and people have different, views of attractiveness, still there are some people that are, most people would look at them at least be like, they're not bad looking. You know what I'm saying? They're handsome, or they're attractive at the very least. They might not think that person is the most handsome, but they look good. They're an attractive person. And I will tell you what, I saw not one objectively handsome man among these comments. So it's just like, I'm really thinking, and then I wanted to say also, because I want people to understand this, because oftentimes people act like that these problems are only in the Black community. Well, I will tell you this, that all the men that were making comments, it was like the Rainbow Coalition up in there. White men, black men, Asian men, Hispanic men, all united with the common goal of lowering women's self-esteem because they think that if they do that, they're going to get a shot when they still not going to get a shot. And I'm telling you, by the way that the men looked, that wasn't going to work. They still going to tell you no. They still going to tell you get away. Like, and you know, I really, really wanted to show y'all the pictures, truthfully, because I think that y'all might think that I'm exaggerating. You know what I'm saying? But it's like YouTube is picky. I got some people that's hating on me right now, which always happens to me when I try to do like, you know, social media things. And I don't even know why, because I'm way more balanced than a lot of other people. But for some reason, the things that I say really seems to get men upset and get men tight. So I didn't want to, you know, do the video with everybody's pictures in there. And then all of a sudden I get in trouble with YouTube for bullying, because like way back in the day, like when I first started making videos like this, I had made a Manosphere Exposed video, and I put in, that video was so long. I think it was like over an hour. It was super duper duper long. And I had put in, like, I just exposed everything. Like, because there were comments from white tea men, comments from Hispanic men, comments from black men. They were saying all of these heinous and terrible things. They were talking about how ugly black women were, you know, how disgusting black women were, how black women don't need to be living on the face of the earth, all type of stuff. And I had put it in this video, and I had taken my time, really, literally, to roast each and every man. Each and every man. I roasted them. And I got a strike, and they took that video down. And I felt like that video was a pure masterpiece. You know what I'm saying? I had like cartoon characters. I compared. But now thinking about it in hindsight, that was probably something inappropriate to put on YouTube. That's probably some place that I would have to use where there is no restrictions. Now, I'm not for sure where I can post videos at that have no restrictions, you know, where I'm not, you know, where you could just say whatever the heck you want to say, you know, as long as you're not talking about unaliving somebody. I'm not really for sure where I can go to do that. But that's the reason why I'm very, what's the word I'm looking for? That's the reason why I'm very, I guess, afraid to really do what I really would want to do here on YouTube. But, yeah, y'all. So anyway, I digress. Hopefully this video didn't completely suck, but because I was so restricted in what I can say and what I can show and what I can do. But hopefully y'all still get the gist of what I'm saying. But anyway, I digress. If you watch this whole video, please do your girl a favor. And well, if you watched it and you did enjoy it, okay? Because I feel like this video is probably sucky because I'm so, you know, restricted in what I can do. But if you did enjoy it, in the off chance that you did enjoy this video, please do me a favor and drop a 2 in the comments. And you already know why, because what? These men were boo, boo. And if you can't donate to my Cash App above to help support the channel, then that's no problem at all. Just do your girl a free favor, okay? And just follow your girl on TikTok. I live stream there often. I post videos still, even though most of the videos that I post on there do come to YouTube, but sometimes I go back and forth with somebody that might have tagged me or stitched me or something like that. So I never really post those videos on YouTube. So you'll be able to get that as well. So we uplift black women there. Well, I uplift black women. I try to have a safe space there. And my sisters and everyone that joins the lives, also, we are on the same type of time of uplifting black women and making sure that we all feel seen and heard and validated. So if y'all like that type of thing, just follow your girl over there on TikTok. And also, if you could, subscribe to me on YouTube and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my new uploads, because I'm trying to upload quite frequently here on YouTube. So I'm on the road to 10K. Hopefully I can make it there, because it says that a lot of you guys watch my videos and you're not subscribed to me. So if you could just please do your girl a solid and just hit the subscribe button. You know, it's free 99. It won't cost you anything, but it would mean the world to me. So if you could please do that. So if you watch my videos and you do enjoy it, and even if you like some of them, you don't like me all the way, you're on the fence about me, still do your girl a favor. Just hit the subscribe button. You know, that would mean so much to me, because I really am trying to make it to 10K. But anyway, I just want to say this as well. I love to hear from y'all, my sisters, good, bad, ugly, and different. Even if you don't agree with me, because I say this all the time. At the end of the day, who am I? I'm just a lady on the internet. Everything that I say doesn't have to be correct or right or anything like that. I'm not saying that. I'm a very real person. I don't think that everything that I say is going to be well received by anybody, and I don't believe that everything that I say has always got to be the end all be all of anything. So if you don't agree, or if you do agree, just drop those thoughts down below. So, ladies, drop your thoughts, comments, and feelings down below.